What's up, guys? Okay, so here we are with this week's week 5 Bachelor recap. Okay, so this week is interesting. We got the drama, we got the chisme. We are so fucking ready for this week, okay? So on this week's episode, we are in Thailand. And so Thailand, honestly, like, just side note real quick, is like one of my dream places. Like, I've wanted to travel to Thailand for so freaking long. I love Thailand. And as they're like showing the scenery and everything, like they go to like my dream locations with like all the rocks and like the little islands and the water and everything. And I'm manifesting this. I'm gonna be there soon. But yeah, so they're in Thailand. They left Singapore. Now they're in Thailand. Cool. Fun vacation, guys. Fun. Okay, so our super virgin Heather, that's never been kissed, never been nothing, Heather, has her first one-on-one date with Colton. So she's hoping that she can get lucky on this date, okay? But like Colton is just so used to just being like on top of like all the girls, basically like, oh, it's awkward, let's kiss, like whatever. But with her, he's like having to actually like talk to her and spend time with her. But it's actually not that weird and awkward, which is kind of cool, I guess. They can actually talk about things, so I guess that's kind of like cool about like waiting. You know, there's 1 point abstinence, I guess there's the Catholic school inside of me. It was so funny because Heather kept talking about how like she didn't want to be like kiss me when she was ready for it, but like, you know, once you've been like 25 or 24 years, 23 years or whatever of your life being like, I've never kissed anybody, you don't want, like, this guy doesn't want to be like, I'm just gonna go for it and kiss you without like full on like having a conversation about consent at this point. But it was so funny because Heather's version of consent was like, I'm just gonna, it's like, give him body language. So she just kept like looking at him going, That's consent, I guess, right? Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. Yeah. That's not how that works. Okay, Heather. I'm really glad Colton ended up like actually bringing it up like a boss. Colton's like really upfront, like a really good communicator. And so he was like really good with consent and like talking about these things and like wanted to know where she stood on things and all these things. It's like talked about it and they whatever. So they had a conversation about it. He gave her the rose after that. They hadn't kissed yet. And then there were like fireworks and like a bonfire and all this stuff. And then they kissed and blah, 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 blah. Cool, fun. But all while this is going on, Elise, our old ginger Elise is at the house and she's like going through it. Okay? Okay, so then the group date card comes and everybody's on it except for, finally, my girl Cassie. And I'm like, yes, that means Cassie's gonna get a one-on-one date. Cassie's gonna get a one-on-one date. Okay, literally started week 1, like, I don't even like this show. And then now I'm like dancing because I'm so emotionally invested. Who am I? Heather comes back and she's like all like happy and like talking and like whatever, like let me share with my friends all the good things that happened to me. But Elise is pressed. So literally while Heather's going over what happened on the date and she's like holding her little rose and all this stuff and talking about like he kissed me, like the editing on this is spectacular because they like cut in Elise's answers like a half second earlier than everybody else's. Like, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. This is so good. Oh my god, good for you, Heather. I'm so happy. Okay, it wasn't like that many responses and that fast and that sarcastic, but it felt like that much. And then Elise just gets up and like leaves and walks out and she literally goes to Colton's room to like go talk to him. And so then this is where the drama happens. Okay, get ready. Sit down. Are you guys ready? Do you have a drink? Do you have some popcorn? You guys got your snack, you got your morning joe, you got, I don't know what time you guys are watching this. I think you guys watch this in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I don't know when you're watching this. Are you guys ready? Okay, so she starts talking to him, basically saying, okay, like, what's going on between us? Are we good? What is going on? He's like, no, like, I really do see a relationship going on between us. So then she says, she's like, I was hoping that I wish I could ask for more attention and more time and just be more like we would be in real life, but this isn't real life. You know, honestly, bitch, you're on The Bachelor. This isn't real life. Like, we know this. You're on TV. I'm watching you. This girl over here in Texas is doing a YouTube video about you right now, old ass Elise. Like, this isn't real life, okay? He, like, assures her, like, no, like, I have feelings for you. Like, you know, I see our relationship moving forward and progressing. So, like, definitely, like, this isn't just nothing. Like, I want you to stay here. And she's just like, but I just wish that, like, low-key that you would just break up with me and send me home, because I don't think I could do this. At the end of the day, I don't think that in a couple weeks, if you were to propose to me, that I could say yes, because we wouldn't have spent enough time together for me to say yes. And he's like, but I don't want you to leave. So then she's like, but I can't say yes if you were to propose to me. She basically is like, I just gotta go. I can't do this because I can't say yes. And so Elise fucking leaves. She leaves. Old ass Ginger. I mean, you know, kudos to her. She did right by her heart. She's like, this isn't right. This isn't the right situation for me to fall in love. Like, I know before I get too emotionally involved, I don't want to put myself in a position where I know I could be, like, hurt. You know, and we knew she's not on my top 4 list, so we knew she wasn't going to get there, and so we don't want her to get hurt, you know, and immediately regretted it. So she left it and regretted it immediately. Immediately. So Elise leaving really, really fucked up Colton. The next day was the group date. He was like really, really off. Like in the beginning, his whole energy was like weird. Everybody was like, he was just kind of like saying his like lines and like whatever and doing what he had to do. Everything was like kind of boring on this date. It was like they were in the jungle, which is like the most unlikely group of people to ever be in the jungle ever. And then they do like some shenanigans and like whatever, but it was like all just stupid TV, filler time, whatever, boring, not important to the storyline. Really nothing important happened here, honestly. So here's sound the alarm. Woo, 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 woo. Hannah B was the first one to say, I'm falling in love with you, to Colton. So Crazy Hannah is the first one to say it. Am I surprised? No. But she was the first one to say it. And so then Colton gave her the rose on the group date. Okay, so then we get to the end of the group date. So this is when things start to go down. So our friend, Onyeka, that likes to stir the pot here, starts to dish out some stuff about Nicole. So starts saying that like Nicole is fake and just wants to get out of Miami, which is true, 100% true, because I've been saying stuff about Nicole since day one, but I don't think that Nicole said this stuff out loud. I really don't think like Nicole's gonna show her cards like that, like just straight up Nicole's gonna be like, no, like I'm just here to get out of Miami, because like that's not how Miami girls are gonna play it. They're like, no, I'm here for like all the right reasons, because like I really love my family, but I just love and I'm here to be loved, you know? Like that's what Miami is about. Like Nicole's not gonna tell, like she's not gonna show her hand. She's not gonna show her hand, you know? So I didn't really believe what was happening, but Onyeka went, talked to Demi, which is like, if you want to stir the pot and you want someone to like gas you up and like, should I do it? Talk to Demi. So those two were like, yeah, go do it, fam, go do it. So she goes and tells Colton like she's not here for the right reasons. Colton goes and talks to Nicole, like second gets everything, and then Nicole starts crying and all this other stuff, and it just becomes this like whole thing. So this information all came from Elise allegedly before she left, and she was told this to Onyeka because they were like best friends apparently. I don't know. And Tasha was like, hold up, I was there when this conversation happened. She never said this. This didn't happen. This part of the conversation didn't exist. So like what you just said was a straight out lie, and now Nicole's over there dealing with this. And so Nicole was like, hey, this didn't happen. Like what just happened? Like you probably ruined my chances for this, and he's gonna look at me differently and all this other stuff. And she was just like, sorry about it, basically. And so she was kind of like a real bitch about it, which I don't know. I haven't been right with this girl since like day one. I haven't been right with Onyeka. Like, you know, whatever. Like I don't care for Nicole, but like, I don't know, send them both home. That's my opinion. Send them both home. Just don't deal with this petty bullshit, right? It was funny to me too because like Nicole's like, I'm not here to get out of Miami. I'm here because I haven't been able to find love. Like, you're 24. Like, give us some time, bitch. Like, I haven't been able to find love. What kind of a line is that? What producer fed you that line? Is it like the tagline for The Bachelor? Haven't been able to find love? Come sign up for The Bachelor. abc.com/casting. Bachelor.com/casting. Like, what is this? Also, I saw an ad for Fantasy Bachelor. Like, I could have Fantasy Football and Fantasy Bachelor. Also, the Patriots won yesterday, and that's my team right there. Actually, all of my Boston teams won yesterday, so I'm like a real happy girl. Okay. That's fantasy football for real. I would 100% play Fantasy The Bachelor. I think I could win. I think I 100% could win. Okay, so next, the fun part. So we get to Cassie and Colton's first date. So Cassie and Colton's first date basically is just them making out on an island the whole time. Then they get dressed and have like, I guess, dinner or whatever, and then end up in a bed making out the whole time. And I'm not complaining because I ship it so fucking hard. So hard. So hard I ship it. So hard, okay? We ship it so hard here, okay? Yeah, it was just, they were so cute. They were so genuine. They were looking like they were having like real life, like, conversations, real life. It was like a real life date is what it felt like when they were talking about things like in the little like cocktail whatever they were doing for dinner. Like it felt like it was like a real life date. Just seeing like a real couple talking. And so I was like, end game, end game, end game, end game, end game. Okay? But like, I don't know. Like if she's not the one, who is? Who is? And if Colton, because I know sometimes in the past, like the Bachelor and the Bachelorette watch with whoever they're like engaged to right now or whoever they're with right now. Like if she's not the one, like how could you be watching this right now? Like I don't know. Like if I was like Cassie, I'd be like, hey bitch, we watching this. Hey, how cute. But like if I'm like Hannah G and I'm like, you were doing what with her? Where were you doing it? Mm-hmm. But also there was that one time that Hannah G and him was making out in the bed too, so that was Cassie. I just blinked so hard my contact moved. Okay, so now to the cocktail party. So we start off with like normal cocktail party things and like gimmicks and blah 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 blah. But we want the real stuff. You come here for the recap, for the quick shit, okay? The recap shit here. Nicole starts to clear the air with Colton, blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, but, like, it's really, like, about her, right? And then she goes, but, Anika is a bully, true. She called me names, probably true, all this other stuff, right? And so then Colton, being Colton, is like, I'm gonna go confront her. Pulls her aside and is like, hey, I felt like we've been cool. I felt like we get along. I feel like all this stuff. But when I hear all this other stuff, I get my gut feeling feels off. Like I feel like, you know, have I been wrong? Have I been this? Have I been that? Like what's going on here? And she's like, what? Starts laughing at all the accusations, saying all these things, and basically starts bullying Nicole. Like all the accusations she's getting about being a bully, like saying like, you know, she's unstable, all this stuff, basically starts saying like all those things back to Colton. Like she's basically agreeing with all those statements. Like while she's doing it, she's laughing. One of the statements was belittling, and when she's like she's just like laughing while he's saying it. I'm like, you're being belittling right the fuck now. And then she goes, she's a psycho. And I'm like, you calling her mentally ill or mentally unstable and like, you know, emotionally ill, emotionally unstable? Like calling her a psycho that's exactly what you're saying right there. Is exactly what. Like, Anika, dumb bitch. I can't with her. I can't. She's literally being a bully. Like, within, like, the same, like, they cut back and forth between, like, her off camera and her in front of Colton. But, like, almost within the same breath of, like, on screen. I know, like, this is the producer, like, putting this together. But, like, them showing you that, like, this is what the camera's showing you. I never said she's mentally unstable and then cut to she's literally a psycho. Like, all this stuff. And so then Anika goes to confront Nicole about all these statements, and then they start fucking bickering and fighting and all this stuff. And like Colton's off having his time with somebody else, and like it's getting so loud, like voices start getting raised, all this stuff, that Colton leaves to go, and he's like, no, you guys keep doing it, I'm just gonna sit here and listen. Which I thought was a big dick energy move, like big power move, and I was like, okay, that was kind of good. Like, he's not gonna get involved, he's like, I just want to see you guys fight. Like, I just want you to, like, do it, keep doing it, see if you'll still do it. And Anika changed her tune so fast. I was proud of Nicole for, like, keeping her same volume. She's like, I'm not gonna change just because you're here right now. I'm not gonna change. Like, I'm gonna keep it real right now. Like, I'm gonna say the same shit I was saying before you got here. I'm not gonna change my attitude. And then I was like, Nicole won points with me right there. Nicole won some real points with me right there. But Anika was like, okay. And so she got all quiet and, like, changed her tune. And I was like, oh, she's super fake. Super, super fake right there, okay? And so I was like, okay. And then Colton's like, they start fighting. Colton gets pissed. He gets up and he walks away. Anika follows him like a doting wife. And it was just like, whatever. And he's like, I need time alone. And Nicole gets up And then she like, cause he comes back towards where like Nicole was. She didn't like follow him like a dog, but she was kind of like a little bit behind him. And she's like, hey, can I just like say I'm sorry or something? And he's like, hey, I just need time alone. And he walks off. He goes towards the ocean. He's just like, I'm just like so over it. I'm so done. I'm so over it. I'm so done. And then the freaking screen flashes to be continued. We don't get a rose ceremony this episode. They're to be continuing us. I have to wait a week now? So the only person I got to go home was Elise? 1 week you leaving me on basically red? Literally on red with this ginger. You leaving me on red with this ginger ass. No offense to the gingers. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to apologize. Again, watch my apology video for anything I say that you might find insensitive. Okay? I'm sorry for what I did, said, tweeted, posted. Okay? Watch that video. Okay? I'll link it right here, up here, whatever it goes on the freaking video. Okay? But you literally left us on red, The Bachelor. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video and please subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos from me. I'm posting videos every single day, which is a lot. But I love it and it's so much fun to keep updating my channel. So I want you guys to be a part of my family. You can follow me on all my social media at HTXAJ on Instagram and Twitter. The links for those are also down in the description box. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Bye!